विजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी विजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दन व्रजजन रञ्जन यशोदनन्दन व्रजजन रञ्जन यमुनतीरवनचारी यमुनतीरवनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन व्रजजन रञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रजजन रञ्जन यमुनतीरवनचारी यमुनतीरवनचारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदान्ता स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणि प्रचारिणे विशेष शून्यवादी देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरिहराय नमः कृष्ण यादवाय नमः यादवाय माधवाय केशवाय नमः हरिहराय नमः कृष्ण यादवाय नमः यादवाय माधवाय केशवाय नमः गोपाल गोविंद राम श्री मधुसूदन गिरिधरी गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन गोपाल गोविंद राम श्री मधुसूदन गिरिधरी गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन श्री चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत श्रीत हरि गुरु वैष्णव भगवत गीत श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ। जय बलदेव जय बलदेव जय बलदेव स्वामी जय बलदेव। जय सुभद्रा जय सुभद्रा जय सुभद्रा माते जय सुभद्रा। जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी भावतु मे। जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी भावतु मे। निताय गौरांगो निताय गौरांगो निताय गौरांगो गौर हरि। जय सचिनंदन जय सचिनंदन जय सचिनंदन गौर हरि। पतित पावाना पतित पावाना पतित पावाना गौर हरि। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव। निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। निताय गौर हरि बोल। Hare Krishna. Today we are Ramakatha. So let's glorify Sri Rama. Okay, with a small song, and then we'll move to Bhagavatam. जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम सीताराम जय सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। सुंदर विग्रह मेघ श्याम गंगा तुलसी सालग्राम। सुंदर विग्रह मेघ श्याम गंगा तुलसी सालग्राम। जानकी रामन सीताराम जय जय राघव सीताराम। जानकी रामन सीताराम जय जय राघव जय जय राघव सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम। सीताराम जय सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। सुंदर विग्रह मेघ श्याम गंगा तुलसी सालग्राम। सुंदर विग्रह मेघ श्याम गंगा तुलसी सालग्राम। जानकी रामन सीताराम जय जय राघव सीताराम। जानकी रामन सीताराम जय जय राघव सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन 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 सीताराम। हरे कृष्ण। श्री राम भगवान की जय। हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Let's continue with prayers. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपाकरं मह्यं ददाति स्वपदाङ्कितं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वती व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भागवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रे। नमो ब्रह्मण्यदेवाय गो ब्रह्मण्यहिताय च जगद्हिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरद्विषे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। चलो इसके हम वंदे श्रीगुरुं दिनकारकं परमानंद माधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरम् अपवित्र पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थां गतोऽपि वा स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षं सभाबाह्यन्तः शुचि। श्री विष्णु श्री विष्णु। हरे कृष्ण धन्यवाद प्रणाम प्रभु जी माता जी। हरे कृष्ण शिल्पा माता जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम। हरे कृष्ण सुपर प्रभु धन्यवाद प्रणाम। हरे कृष्ण दीपा माता जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम। हरे कृष्ण स्वप्ना माता जी धन्यवाद
हरे
प्रणाम।
कृष्ण प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण मुरलीधर प्रभु धन्यवाद प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम।
Hare Krishna, I will start sharing my screen. Today we are so fortunate. We are glorifying Lord Rama, Sri Rama. Sri Rama is also coming so soon. This year we are having in the month of March. Once again, I will share the screen. Hare Krishna. Hope you are able to see the slides. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So the chapter is Lord Ramachandra rules the world. Okay, that is what we are seeing. That is from the sloka 18 to 36. Let's go directly into the sloka 18. We have seen till sloka 17 few weeks back. So let us read this sloka. Sloka 18. Tat urdhvam brahmacharyam dharman. One second. Tat urdhvam brahmacharyam dharman ajuhot prabhu trayoda shabdha sahasram agnihotram akhindam. Let us understand the translation. After Mother Sita entered into the earth, the Lord Ramachandra observed complete celibacy and performed an uninterrupted Agnihotra Yajna for 13,000 years. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji's Mataji's Dandavat Pranam. The first sloka itself is so heavy. So, like we all know the story of Ramayana. We don't need to repeat it again. So, after Sri Ramachandra abandoned Mother Sita was in Valmiki Ashram and she got two sons, Lava and Kusha. She grown. And after a certain age, this is what happened. The Mother Sita entered into the earth. Lord Ramachandra, then he came to know that the Mother Sita entered there, but he's still there in this world and he ruled this planet for how many years? Prabhuji's Mataji's 13,000 years. And how did he do that? He observed complete celibacy. He never married again. He maintained that complete celibacy and performed uninterrupted Agnihotra Yajna. So Prabhuji's Mataji's, we all know, Sri Ramachandra, Lord Vishnu, Avatara, Lord Krishna came in this planet and he lived like a human being. A human. Yeah, we all know that. So he did here, as Bhagavatam mentioned, he lived after Mother Sita left 13,000 years. Hare Krishna. So Hare Krishna, just go a little out of syllabus, as this is one of the very, very special movement, Mother Sita entering the earth. So I thought of recollecting or providing some information here. What happened in the history, what happened in the Ramayana, why Lord Ramachandra abandoned Mother Sita. We try to learn in a different ways. But I thought to glorify Lord Rama, to glorify Lord Sita, I thought of covering 2 slides here, which explains what is the prospect of Lord Rama. Okay, why did he left Mother Sita in the forest? And what is the prospect of Sita Mata, okay, in terms of Lord, okay, when Lord Rama left in forest, okay, what is her perspective? Okay, let us see both, okay, and then move to other slokas. Hare Krishna, hope that is fine. Hare Krishna. Okay, this is very glorifying moment. So I thought, let's go a little out of syllabus and then cover these 2 topics. Hope that is fine. Hare Krishna. So the first and foremost thing, there are 6 points being covered here. The Lord Rama, first point, let us see. Rama is Maryada Purushottama, the ideal king. Okay, we all know that. He's ideal ruler, he's ideal king. So Rama's primary role here is king and also his husband. See, when there is a dharma is there, okay, a dharma, you have to draw the dharma, okay, dharma 1, dharma 2, dharma 3, or if you have 2 things, you have to draw, okay, which dharma is a bigger line, that you have to choose. That is what is Rama is being shown here. So the Rama's primary role here is a king, not merely as a husband. As Raja, Lord Rama has to uphold Rajadharma, even when it is conflicted with his personal happiness. Yeah. So Rama sacrificed his personal joy to protect public moral order. Hare Krishna. Yeah. This is what happened as a first point. The next, what is the next point? Rama, okay. It was not because of Rama doubted Sita. It never happened. Okay. Rama never doubted Sita. Okay. This is one of the primary things we should remember. Okay. Sita's purity. He never doubted. He had already accepted her after Agni Pariksha. Okay. Agni Pariksha was a different reasons. Okay. I'm not going into that subject now. But internally, Rama knew Sita was so pure. Yeah. Hare Krishna. And the third point is the burden of public opinion on king. This is has. Okay. Even when a single washerman voiced the doubt, it represented a dangerous precedent. If a king ignores a public concern, people may think that rules apply only for us, not for ruler. You know, okay, this is the 100%. Lord Rama want to follow this 100%. There is no excuse even for 0.0001%. So Rama chose to show that no personal relationship is ever dharma. So here we need to understand that the leadership, okay, this teaches the leadership is accountability and it is not at a privilege at all. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Hope you are following all these points and you're also in line with the thoughts which are mentioned here. Anybody wants to comment? Hare Krishna.
Following, Prabhu.
Thank you. Lord Rama protected Sita's glory in long run. We have to remember this. What is Rama? Protected Sita's glory in a long run. Today, after I don't know how many millions of years, we are still discussing about the sacrifice of Lord Rama and Mother Sita. Yes, sir. The separation is actually ultimately glorified Mother Sita even more. We know that. So what happened? Sita lived in Valmiki Muni Ashrama, a sacred and very protected place. She gave birth to Lavakusha. They became exalted devotees. We all know, we have seen Lavakusha movie. Okay. They also became exalted devotees. Yeah. At the end, Mother Earth, Bhumi Devi herself accepted Sita. Yeah. So this history remembers Sita as the ultimate symbol of chastity, not as someone rejected. So why we are discussing in these two slides is we have to remember the sacrifices of Lord Rama and Mother Sita, and any kind of discussions comes in any of the groups, we need to bring these points and we need to share to the society, because today society do not know these reasons. Yeah. Teachings of highest standard of sacrifice. Teachings of highest standard of sacrifice. We have to remember this is highest standard. This is the highest standard. It is not possible for anybody to repeat Prabhuji's messages. Rama accepted lifelong emotional pain. You should remember this. Rama accepted lifelong emotional pain. How many years Prabhuji's mataji? 13,000 years. 13,000 years. He never remarried again. He ruled with a golden standard of self-control. And Lord Rama, he lived like a human. Yeah. This shows how much a true leader must be willing to sacrifice. What is sacrifice? When we heard the word sacrifice, we should remember Lord Rama's sacrifice, Prabhuji's Mataji's. We should remember Mother Sita's sacrifice. Generally in here, Telugu people don't call Sita. Sita is being always treated as Mother Sita, Sitama. It is because of the sacrifices. Yeah. So this divine Leela has a social message on a transcendental level. This episode is Leela, is not a Indian morality. The Lord used these painful situations to establish dharma. This is what is dharma. Dharma doesn't come just like that, Prabhuji's Mataji's. Yeah. And this is educating to all of us. And the most very important point which is coming now, to demonstrate detachment. What is that? To demonstrate detachment to all of us. Even the most dearest relationship. Okay, this is how the detachment should be. Offering all these 6 points, Prabhuji's Mataji's, we should know that we should learn all these things. We should try to practice as much as we can, but we should not imitate in action. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji's Mataji's. So I try to put these 6 points. These 6 points are the teaching from His Grace, Chaitanya Charan Prabhu. These are not my points. These are summary of the points which has been taught. I think last time when he came, he taught all these points to us. One of these discussion, one of the session he has taken on this particular point. I think he has explained sometime, maybe half an hour or something like that. Yeah. So these points drafted, okay, from his session only. These are not the points from, not came from my mind or from my intelligence. I don't have that intelligence, Prabhuji's methods. Anybody wants to comment any of the points, or shall we move to the next slide? Do we understand from Sita's point of view on this entire episode? Hare Krishna. This is pretty heavy, so I just want one of you to at least comment. Okay. So I would assume you're all good. So let's move to the next slide. Next slide will be another heavy slide. The theme of the slide is, did Sita Devi understand Lord Rama's decision? The most important point is, we all know this particular point, Sita Devi never misunderstood Rama's intention. We have to remember that. Never misunderstood Rama's intention. Nor did she feel betrayed in the way a conditioned soul might. A conditioned soul immediately think that my husband betrayed me. But Mother Sita never thought in that way, Prabhuji's Mataji's. Every point we are learning here is very important. We should take it to our heart straight way. This is the essence of Ramayana. So again, here we have 5 points. Let us understand each point. Sita never accused or criticized Lord Rama. You should remember this. So when Lakshmana Swami left her in the forest, Mother Sita did not curse Lord Rama. She didn't do that. She did not protest. She did not blame. She did not express any resentment. Instead, what she has done? She accepted the situation as the will of Lord Rama. This is very important. She accepted the situation of Lord Rama. She clearly knows that Lord Rama gives more priority to as a king the higher dharma. Yeah. So this shows her deep spiritual clarity and not emotional blindness. See how bold Mother Sita. Just think her point of view, Prabhuji's Mataji's. Think her point of view. We have to glorify Mother Sita more than anybody in this planet. But when we understand Ramayana, she understands Rama's role as a king, as we already discussed. Rama was acting as Maryada Purushottama. There is a deep meaning for that. Maryada Purushottama. It's 100%. There is no deviation of 0.0001% for that. His decision was given by Raja Dharma, not by personal opinion or personal doubt. And Mother Sita know that very clearly, 100%. A king sometimes must make heartbreaking decisions for a good for society. And she has that understanding as well. So Sita understood that the Rama was sacrificing his own happiness. And Lord Rama is not rejecting her. Prabhuji's Mataji's. What the level of maturity is required for a Mother Sita to have this kind of conclusion in Ramayana? Let us understand Ramayana in the prospect of Lord Rama and Mother Sita and try to explain it to the others in this society. And third point, every point is very important, Prabhuji's Mataji's. Mother Sita's silence was not a weakness, and actually it is a strength. So many times in the society we think that a silence is a weakness. Yes, sometimes, yes, but not always. But there is a difference. Sita's response was dignified silence and not helplessness. Dignified silence. Prabhuji's Mataji's. We have to get this word, dignified silence. She did not demand justification. She did not defend herself again because her purity has already been proven. Truth does not need repeated validation. Hare Krishna. Truth does not need repeated validation. True purity is quiet and not argumentative. So each word in these particular points, we may understand at one level, we may not understand at a different level. Each point requires a meditation for all of us so that we understand the mind of Mother Sita. And also we have to pray Mother Sita to understand all these points, to take it to our heart. Just because I have put these in English doesn't mean that I understood. These points have to digest in our body, in our blood, in our genes. As Bhagavan Prabhu says, it has to be completely digest in our blood. We have to study Ramayana to that level. We have to hear the Ramayana to that level. Very important point. Lord Sita continue to love Lord Rama and serve Rama internally. Many times it is not possible to serve. Vapu may not be possible in always. But she is serving Lord Rama internally, even in separation. Sita remained completely devoted to Lord Rama. She raised Lava and Kusha as Rama Bhaktas. You know how they sang in that movie, Lava Kusha movie. Yeah. She ensured they learned Ramakada, Prabhuji's Mataji's. she ensured that they learn Ramakatha. Her conscience never shifted from why did this happen to me? How can I learn Rama? But she always thought process, how can I glorify Lord Rama? Is it possible? Is it possible to mimic? No. So what is her final statement in her opinion? See, the ultimate response comes at end of her earthly lila, which we have seen as a sloka just now. When asked again to prove her purity, she prayed, if I have always been faithful to Lord Rama in my mind, in my words, and my deed, let Mother Earth receive me. This is her prayer, Prabhuji's Mataji's. And Bhumi Devi, Mother Earth immediately accepted her. This was not an escape, but a final divine verdict. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji's Mataji's. We can move to the next sloka. So let us take a small half-minute pause here. Anybody wants to comment anything? Anybody wants to glorify Lord Rama, Lord Sita? Please feel free to let us do that. Let us take a minute, half minute or 1 minute and do that if it is possible by any of the devotee in this particular session. Hare Krishna. Is it make sense at least? These two.
Yes, bro, what you're saying is right, bro. Yeah. It is a harsh story, but yes.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Subbarama. So let's move to the slokas. Sloka 19. Smaratam Hrudi Vinyasya Vidham Dandaka Kantakaihe Swapada Pallavam Rama Atmajyotim Agat Tataha. After completing the sacrifice that we have seen just now in the previous sloka, Lord Ramachandra, whose lotus feet were sometimes pierced by thorns when he lived in Dandakaranya. When he came to the South India, to Dandakaranya, what happened? There were so many thorns pierced Lord Rama's lotus feet. Okay. Placed those lotus feet in the heart of those who always think of him. So his devotees always think of his lotus feet. Then he entered his own abode, the Vaikunta planet, beyond the Brahma Jyoti. After those 13,000 years, this is what happened. But after those slokas, again, there is some glorification of Lord Rama that we will see. Hare Krishna. Anybody wants to read the puppet? Or I can read it. It's not a problem. I don't know, today everybody is on mute. Okay. Okay, let's come back to Bhagavatam puppets.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can I read? Hare Krishna.
Lavanya Mataji, you're there. Thank you, Mataji. Please read, Mataji.
Purport, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The lotus feet of Lord Rama are always the lotus feet of the Lord are always a subject matter for meditation for devotees. Sometimes when Lord Ramachandra wandered in the forest of Dandakaranya, thorns picked his lotus feet. The devotees, upon thinking of this, would faint. Lord does not feel pain or pleasure from any action or reaction of this material world, but devotees cannot tolerate even the pricking of the Lord's lotus feet by a thorn. This was the attitude of the gopis when they thought of Krishna wandering in the forest with pebbles and grains of sand prickling his lotus feet. This tribulation in the heart of a devotee cannot be understood by karmis, jnanis, and yogis. The devotees who could not tolerate ప్రభుజీ కొంచెం ఫాంట్ పెద్ద చేస్తారా ఒక నిమిషం
ఓకే మాతాజీ.
no problem. The devotees who could not tolerate even thinking of the Lord's lotus feet being pricked by the thorn were again put into tribulation by thinking of Lord's disappearance. For the Lord had to return to his own abode after finishing his pastimes in this material world. The word Atma Jyoti is significant. మీరు చెప్తారా ప్రభుజీ?
చెప్పండి చదవండి మాతాజీ. The word
The
Atma
word
Jyoti.
Atma Jyoti is significant. The Brahma Jyoti is greatly appreciated by Jnanis or monistic philosophers who desire to enter into liberation. It is nothing but the rays of the Lord's body. Yasya prabha prabhavato jagadanda कोटिष्वशेषवसुधाति विभूति भिन्नं तद्ब्रह्मनिष्कलमनन्तव्यशेषभूतं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. I worship Govinda, the primal Lord, who is endowed with great power. The glowing effulgence of his transcendental form is the impersonal Brahman, which is absolute, complete, and unlimited, and which displays the varieties of countless planets. With their different opulences in millions and millions of universes. Brahma Samhita 5.40. The Brahma Jyoti is the beginning of the spiritual world, and beyond the Brahma Jyoti, there are Vaikuntha planets. In other words, the Brahma Jyoti stays outside the Vaikuntha planets, just as the sunshine stays outside the sun. To enter the sun planet, one must go through the sunshine. Similarly, when the Lord or his devotees enter the Vaikuntha planets, they go through the Brahma Jyoti. The Jnanis, the monistic philosophers, because of their impersonal conception of the Lord, cannot enter the Vaikuntha planets, but they also cannot stay eternally in the Brahma Jyoti. Thus, after some time, they fall into this material world. Aruhya Krishrena Param Padam Tata Patantyado Nadrita Yaspat Angreya. Okay. It's from Bhagavatam 10.2.32. The Vaikuntha planets are covered by the Brahma Jyoti, and therefore we cannot properly understand what whose Vaikuntha planets are unless one is a pure devotee. Haribol. Yeah,
Thank you
you.
very much, Mataji.
Hare
Wonderful
Krishna.
reading, Lavanya Mataji. Thank you very much. Haribol. So, Hare Krishna Prabhuji's Mataji, what we need to understand again is the thorns picked by his lotus feet. Prabhuji's Mataji, can we imagine Lord Rama and Lakshmana Swami and Mother Sita came by walking from Ayodhya till Dandakaranya? How many kilometers? We cannot imagine. How many kilometers? Sometime back, roughly I have seen around, it's coming around 1200 kilometers or so, or 1300 kilometers or so. If you see this entire forest region, we cannot imagine the kind of sacrifices. Why did they come to this South India, to this Dandakaranya? Just to show the mercy on all of us. So what is that? He is being glorified Lord Ramachandra, whose lotus feet were sometimes pierced by the thorns when he lived in Dandakaranya. Yeah. Lord Ramachandra wandered in the forest Dandakaranya. Thorns were picked his lotus feet. The devotees, upon thinking of this, would faint. Prabhuji's Mataji's. So Srila Prabhupada is glorifying. When the devotees heard this particular thing, okay, Lord's feet is being impacted because of these thrones. The devotees feet faint. But Lord does not feel pain or pleasure from any action or reaction of this material world. He doesn't feel any pain. But the devotees cannot tolerate. But Lord Rama's devotees cannot tolerate even the pricking of Lord's lotus feet by a single throne. When we enter into the temple of Lord Rama, we are so fortunate in the South India where you go to Andhra Pradesh or Telangana or you go to any of places of Karnataka or Tamil Nadu, you go to the any corner of the villages, you will see Lord Rama's temple. Ramalaya is very, very common. Yes or no?
Yes,
It all came because of the sacrifices. The kind of love Lord Rama has shown on all of us, Prabhuji's Mataji's. And we should feel that love from our heart that Lord Rama, you came to this place to show your mercy on all of us. It's a personal connection, Prabhuji's Mataji's. Lord Rama has shown to all of us in this planet. That connection, that feeling has to come when we take the darshan of Lord Rama in our temples. When we have seen that. Yeah, that is what is being explained here. And again, as part of this, the tribulation of the heart of devotees cannot understand by the karmis or jnanis or yogis. That is what Srila Prabhupada is explaining to all of us again. The devotees who could not tolerate even thinking of the Lord's lotus feet being pricked by a throne, even by one single throne. A devotee cannot accept that. Or again put into the tribulation by thinking that Lord of disappearance. For the Lord had returned to his abode after finishing his pastimes in the material world. So here there is a comparison. The word Atma Jyoti is insignificant here. Okay. Again, Prabhupada is explaining Brahma Jyoti. The Brahma Jyoti was generally appreciated by Jnanis. Okay. The monastic philosophers who desire enter into the liberation. They want to enter into what? Brahma Jyoti. That is again, we all know, that is impersonal form of Lord. Okay. And that is nothing but the race of Lord's body. Prabhupada is reminding all of us. Don't desire that. Yeah. That is what is being explained in this sloka. So we should always remember that when we have seen the deity of Lord Rama, it is not deity. It is exactly Lord Rama is sitting over there to take our offerings. Is standing over there to take our offerings. This is the mood we should enter into our Lord Sri Rama temples. When we see them, we should remember the kind of sacrifices which they have done. And then share our heart feelings to them. That is the reason they are sitting in the temple, they are standing in the temple, and they are blessing all of us, Prabhuji's Mataji's. We want to open our heart and share our gratitude, share our love to Lord Rama and Mother Sita. Hare Krishna. Shall we move to the next sloka? Hare Krishna. Anybody wants to recite the sloka?
Yeah, నేను చేయనా ప్రభుజీ?
Change. Sloka recite.
నేదం యశో రఘుపతే సురయాచ యాత్ర లీలాతనోరధిక సామ్య విముక్తదామ్నా రక్షోవిదో జలధి బంధం రక్షోవిదా జలధి బదనం అష్టాపుగై కిం తస్య శత్రుహననే కపయా సహాయ. తెలుగు ఇంగ్లీష్ ఉండేవారికి ఏ చదవాలో తెలుస్తలేదు.
For my comfort, I have put it in Telugu, Mataji.
It's nice, Prabhuji. Translation and purport by S.A. Bhaktivedanta. మీరు చదువుతారా ట్రాన్స్లేషన్? మీరు చదువుతారా?
Okay, Mataji. Translation.
Yes.
Thank you, Mataji. Wonderful sloka reciting by Lavanya Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you very much. Lord Ramachandra's reputation was having killed Ravana with showers of arrows at the request of demigods, and for having built a bridge over the ocean does not constitute the factual glory of Supreme Personality of Godhead Lord Ramachandra, whose spiritual body is always engaged in the various pastimes. Lord Ramas is not material body, Prabhuji's Mataji, so we have to remember that he has a spiritual body. Lord Ramachandra has a no equal or superior, and therefore he had no need to take help from the monkeys to gain the victory over Ravana. Prabhuji's Mataji. His Lord Rama needs to take the help of Sugriva Sena. The sloka is saying, no, not required. He himself can do it alone. But he has given an opportunity for not millions, Prabhuji's Mataji's, billions of billions. When you read Ramayana, we understand. Okay, we cannot count the kind of numbers is being shown over there. It is not possible to count actually. That many jivas or devotees were involved in serving Lord Rama's mission. He can kill directly, Lord Rama can kill directly sitting in Dandakaranya. He can do that. Okay, so purport by Stephen Gates. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada.
They
Srila
read Prabhu,
Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna.
Subhara Prabhu. Chadam.
Okay,
Hare
okay.
Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. As stated in Vedas, Svatasvara Upanishad 6.8, न तस्य कार्यं करणं च विद्यते न तत्समस्याभ्यादिकश्च दृश्यते परास्य शक्तिर्विविधैः श्रूयते स्वाभाविकज्ञानबलक्रिया च. The Supreme Lord has nothing to do, and no one is found to be equal to or greater than him. For everything is done naturally and systematically by his multifarious energies. The Lord has nothing to do. Na tasya karyam karanam cha vidyate. Whatever he does is his pastime. The Lord has no duty to perform or oblige anyone. Nonetheless, he appears to act to protect his devotees or kill his enemies. Of course, no one can be Lord's enemy, since who could be more powerful than the Lord? There is actually no question of anyone being his enemy. But when the Lord wants to take pleasure in pastimes, he comes down to this material world and acts like a human being, thus showing his wonderful, glorious activities to please the devotees. His devotees always want to see Lord victorious in varied activities, and therefore, to please himself and them, the Lord sometimes agrees to act as a human being and perform wonderful, uncommon pastimes for the satisfaction of the devotees. Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Subhara Prabhu. Wonderful reading. See this para, you can meditate on this particular para itself. One single para in this particular. So why the Lord is doing these pastimes? The essence is satisfaction for the devotees of the devotees. The world acts like a human being. He's acting like a human being, but he's not acting when he's actually feeling Prabhuji's Mataji's. Okay. Thus showing his wonderful, glorious activities to please the devotees, Prabhuji's Mataji's. Can somebody meditate on this? Lord wants to please the devotees. So, Bhara Prabhu, how can we understand this, Prabhu? He wants to please the devotees.
Yes, Prabhu.
His devotees always wants to see the Lord victorious in various activities. Devotees always want to see Lord's victorious and varied activities. And therefore, to please himself and them, he wants to please himself and devotees. Lord sometimes agrees to act as a human being. That is what happened. To perform wonderful, uncommon pastimes for the satisfaction of the devotees. Prabhuji's Mataji, we have to underline this. For for the satisfaction of devotees, for pleasing the devotees. For the satisfaction of the devotees, for pleasing the devotees. These are the two words we have to remember. To what level the Lord is coming from Vaikunta to this mother planet. And how much pain, how much suffering. And he's not treating that as a suffering. So that we always think about Ramakatha. And one day, we will go back to Lord Rama or Lord Krishna. We'll go back there. For that, he is coming and doing these pastimes. Can we imagine Prabhuji's Mataji's? He's walking with a bare foot. Hundreds of thousands of kilometers. We can't even walk a kilometer with a bare foot. Yeah. We think we understand Ramayana, we can understand Ramakatha, we can understand all these things. Maybe we can understand at one level, at a story level. But like, unless we meditate and with the mercy of devotees and with the explanation, like the kind of mercy we are having by Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, His Grace, Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, His Grace, Chaitanya Darshan Prabhu, maybe we are understanding a little bit here and there, 0.1%, 0.2%, 1%, 2%. With their mercy, maybe we can understand a little bit. Yeah. So the takeaway is, for the satisfaction of devotees, for the pleasing the devotees, Lord is always there to please his devotees, to satisfy his devotees. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Can I add one thing, Prabhuji, here?
Yes, Mataji, please.
మీరు ఇందాక ముళ్ళు గుచ్చుకుంటే అని చెప్తున్నారు కదా. సో ఐ హర్డ్ సమ్వేర్ ప్రభుజీ. సో రామ ముందు వెళ్తూ ఉంటే లక్ష్మణ సీత వెనుక వెళ్తూ ఉంటారు కదా, లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ రైట్ సైడ్ అని చెప్పారు. సో ఏంటి లక్ష్మణ్ ఏంటి రాముణ్ణి చక్కగా చూసుకోవడం కదా. సో రామ వెళ్తుంటే రామునికి చాలా ముళ్ళు గుచ్చుకునేటివంట. సో నైట్ ఎప్పుడైతే లక్ష్మణుడు పాదసేవనం చేస్తారో అప్పుడు అన్ని చూస్తారంట, ముళ్ళులు మెల్లిగా తీయడానికి ట్రై చేస్తారంట. రామ ఎందుకు వీళ్ళని అప్పుడే తీయలేదు అని అంటే రాముడు అంటాడు, నన్ను సరెండర్ అయిన వాళ్ళని నేను ఐ టేక్ కేర్ కదా, ఈ థాన్స్ కూడా నాకు సరెండర్ అయినాయి నన్ను గుచ్చుకొని, సో హౌ కెన్ ఐ రిమూవ్ దెమ్ అని అంటారంట. సో ఫస్ట్ విన్నప్పుడు అంటే సమ్వాట్ ఐ ఫీల్ బివిల్డర్డ్ ప్రభుజీ, టు బి ఫ్రాంక్.
Perfect, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Hari bol.
Yeah.
ఆ ముళ్ళులను కూడా తీయడానికి
ముళ్ళులను కూడా, like whatever he surrendered, ఆ ముళ్ళులను కూడా he don't want to
తీయడం
తీసేయడానికి
ఇష్టం లేదు.
ఒప్పుకోలేదు. Okay, that is the heart of Lord Rama. So what we have to understand, what Mataji is explaining, that is the heart of Lord Rama. అంతే కదా Mataji? అదే కదా మీరు చెప్పారు.
అంటే ఎంత సరెండర్ అయితే రాముడు అది కూడా అంటాడు కదా విభీషణ్ రావణుతో, ఎవరైతే సరెండర్ అయితే ఐ టేక్ కేర్ అన్నారు కదా. సో
I will not see anything. What is there in your heart, I will not see. I will take, I will consider, I will accept them. I will not see their past. Yeah, correct. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Okay, let's move to the next sloka. Anybody wants to read the sloka? Madhvi Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah, try Mataji. You want to give it a try?
Yeah, I will try.
Voice takku undi Mataji. Okay.
One. Yeah. Yachamalam rupasa tadasu yashodu napi gayante avagnam ऋषयो दिग्वेन्द्रपत्नी तं नाकपाल वसुपाल किरीटदिष्टा पादाम्बुजं रघुपतिं शरणं प्रपद्ये.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Translation. I will read this translation. Lord Ramachandra's spotless name and fame, which vanquishes all sinful reactions. What is that he's telling here? Lord Ramachandra's spotless name and fame, which vanquishes all sinful reactions, are celebrated in all directions, like the ornamental cloth of the victorious elephant that conquers all directions. Great saintly persons like Markandeya Rishi still glorifies his characteristics in the assemblies of great emperors like Maharaja Yudhishthira. Who glorified Lord Rama in this particular sloka is explained by Markandeya Rishi, where in Maharaja Yudhishthira, in the emperors like Yudhishthira Maharaja. Similarly, all the saintly kings and all the demigods, including Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, worship the Lord by bowing down with their helmets. Let me offer my obeisances unto his lotus feet. Yeah. Let's move to the next sloka. Sloka 22. Okay. Anybody wants to read the sloka? Hare Krishna. చదవండి మాతాజీ ఎవరన్నా చదవండి
సయో స్పృష్టో భిద్రష్టవ సంవిష్టో స్నగుతో ఇవా కోసలాంతే యయస్థానం యత్ర గచ్చంతి యోగినా. Was that okay, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Very nice, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Translation. Lord Ramachandra returned to his abode, to which Bhakti Yogi are prompted. Bhakti Yogi is promoted, sorry. This is the place to which all inhabitants of Ayodhya went after they served Lord Rama his manifest pastimes by offering him obeisances, touching his lotus feet, fully observing him as a father like a king, sitting or lying down with him like a equals, or even just accompanying him. సారీ సుబ్బారావు నేను ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ చదివేశాను పర్పట్ మీరు చదువుతారా చదవండి
సరే బ్రో. The Lord says in Bhagavad Gita 4.9, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tatvatah tattva deham punarjanma naiti mameti so Arjuna.
Yes, very nice.
One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode. O Arjuna. Here, this is confirmed. All the inhabitants of Ayodhya who saw Lord Ramachandra as citizens, served him as servants, sat and talked with him as friends, or were somehow or other present during his reign, went back home. But after giving up the body, the devotee who becomes perfect in devotional service enters that particular universe where Lord Ramachandra or Lord Krishna is engaged in his pastimes. Then, after being trained to serve the Lord in various capacities in that Prakata Leela, sorry. In that Prakata Leela, the devotee is finally promoted to Sanatana Dharma, the supreme abode in spiritual world. The Sanatana Dharma is also mentioned in Bhagavad Gita as Paras Tatsmattu Bhavano Vyakto Vyaktat Sanatana. One who enters the transcendental pastimes of the Lord is called Nitya Leela Pravista. To understand clearly why Lord Ramachandra returned, it is mentioned herewith that Lord went to the particular place where the Bhakti yogis go. The impersonalists misunderstand the statement of Srimad Bhagavatam to mean that Lord entered his own effulgence and therefore become impersonal. But the Lord is a person and his devotees are persons. Indeed, the living entities like the Lord were persons in the past, they are persons in the present, and they will continue to be persons even after giving up the body. This is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Philosophical. More than story, this is philosophical.
Prabhu?
More than story, this is philosophical
Yes,
sloka.
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. You're correct, Prabhu. Correct, Prabhu. So Lord Ramachandra returned to his abode. Okay, to which bhakti yoga, sir? Promoted. Means he went back to Vaikuntha. This is a place which all the inhabitants of Ayodhya, not just Lord Rama, inhabitants of Ayodhya went after they served Lord Rama in his manifest pastimes by offering him obeisances, touching his lotus feet, fully observing him as a father like a king. They were like a children, sitting or lying down with him like equals sometimes. Yeah. Or even just accompanying him. What is it they got? They also gone back to Godhead. That is what is being telling here. So one who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, takes his birth again in this material body. If you don't understand his leelas, we have to take it birth again. But attains my eternal abode, oh Arjuna. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon the living body, takes the birth again. Once we understand his activities, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tapataha. Bhakta deham punarjarma naiti maham eti so Arjuna. Once you understand my leelas, will not take the birth in this particular planet again, Arjuna. Here this is confirmed. All the inhabitants of Ayodhya who saw the Lord Ramachandra, citizens, served him as his servants, sat and talked with him like a friends. Okay, were somehow or the other present during his reign. Okay, went back home, back to Godhead. That is what is Prabhupada is confirming, Prabhuji's Mataji's to all of us. And this sloka is also telling the same. The translation is also telling the same. They are going back to Godhead. So, as some of the people think that not merged into the Brahma Jyoti. No. Again, here it is emphasizing that the devotees are persons, Lord is a person. Okay. So, before they were persons, now they are persons, after also they will be persons. That is what is being confirmed in this sloka. Hare Krishna. Let's move to the next sloka. Maybe let me recite this sloka. Purusho Ramacharitam Sravanai Rupa Padharayan Andru Samsya Paro Rajan Karma Bandher Vimuchyate. Translation. O King Parishit, anyone who orally receives the narrations concerning the characteristics of the Lord Ramachandra pastimes will ultimately freed from the disease of envy. Prabhuji, we all have a disease, it seems. What is the disease? What is the disease? Envy is a disease for all of us. And thus be liberated from the bondage of fruitive activities. Another disease, we want results. Yeah, that is fruitive activity. I have done this session. Somebody should say, yeah, it is good. I have done this seva. Somebody should acknowledge, yeah, thank you very much. I have done this service. Somebody should take a photo and put it in WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook. Yeah. What is that he's telling here? That is a disease of envy. And that will be liberated from the bondage of fruitive activities. But when anyone who actually orally receives the narrations concerning the characteristics of the Lord Ramachandra's pastimes will ultimately feed from all these things, Prabhuji's Mataji's. Let's hold our hands and play Lord Rama. That will free from this particular envy and feeling that like somebody has to recognize me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let us pray Lord Rama. Yeah, that will liberate it from these two. Okay. Okay, puppet. Okay, I will read the puppet. Here in this material world, everyone is envious of someone else. Even in the religious life, if sometimes found that if one devotee is advanced in the spiritual activities, other devotees are envious of him. Prabhuji, Mataji. This is another problem. After coming to the spiritual life also, this particular comparison will not go away. Still compare to some other person. Yeah. What all comparisons we do? We don't know. We cannot imagine Prabhuji's Mataji's. Such a envious devotees are not completely freed from the bondage of birth and death. If you have envy, again you will take birth, you will death. Again birth, again death. Prabhupada is confirming this. As long as one is not completely from the cause of birth and death, one cannot enter the Sanatana Dharma or eternal pastimes of the Lord. We all want to enter into the person. Eternal pastimes of the Lord Rama, right? We all want to pastimes of Lord Rama, right? Lord Rama must be doing the pastimes somewhere else. We all want to enter into there. We want to see the Lord as a person. We have to give up. But how do you give up? We will see. One becomes envious because of being influenced by the designations of the body, but liberated devotees has nothing to do with the body. Okay. And therefore, he is completely on the transcendental platform. A devotee is never envious of anyone. Prabhuji Mataji. Prabhupada is confirming, if you are a devotee, is never envious of anyone, even his enemy. Because the devotee knows that the Lord is the supreme protector. He thinks, what harm can the so-called enemy do? I have an enemy. What is it that person can do? Thus, a devotee is confident about his Lord's protection. The Lord says that, Yetam mam prapadyantem tam tattvam bhajantyam aham. According to the proportion of one surrender unto me, I respond accordingly. A devotee must therefore be completely free from envy, especially of other devotees. Especially of the other devotees. To envy other devotees is a great offense. What is telling? That is a Vaishnava aparadha. A devotee who constantly engages in hearing and chanting. Okay, when Shravanam and chanting, what is that? Is Shravana Kirtana. Is certainly freed from the disease of envy. And thus, he becomes eligible to go back to home, back to Godhead. Prabhuji's Mataji is here. Prabhupada has explained the disease here. What is the disease? Envy. Because of this envy, we take birth and death again. And what is the cure for the disease? Prabhupada has given the cure for disease. What is the cure for the disease? Shravanam and Kirtanam. What is that Shravanam and Kirtanam? Hearing and chanting. Hearing of what? Hearing of Lord Kada, Lord Hari Kada. Chanting what? Chanting of Lord's name. And these will certainly cure envy, the disease. Envy, Prabhupada is not just leaving that envy, it's a disease, Prabhuji. Prabhupada is saying that is a disease. Then once the disease is being cured, you will be eligible to go back to Godhead. And again in this purport, Prabhupada is emphasizing having disease, having envy on devotees, that is another aparadha. He's telling Prabhuji's Matajis. So I will ask one question, Prabhuji's Matajis. Okay. Why we are having the envy on the devotees? How can we avoid? Okay, that he has given Shravanam and Kada. But I would like to tell one thing, okay, which I always think. Prabhuji's Matajis. Envy comes when there is a competition. Let me stop sharing here. Let me start bring this particular discussion here. Krishna, you are not able to see me? I am not switched on my camera.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, one of you could have reminded. I forgot actually. Okay. Hare Krishna. Sorry for that. Okay. Okay. So here Prabhupada is emphasizing envy on devotees, and that is going to be the major obstacle in our path. And again, Prabhupada is telling that that is a aparadha. What happens when you have the aparadha and still you are continuing with your satsangs, and when you are reading, when you are giving lectures, giving sessions. What happens when you are continuing with this aparadha? It is like this, Prabhuji's Mataji's. You want to cross the river. You want to cross the river. But when you cross the river, you have to remove that attachment, what is there, the amount of langar, అంటారు కదా దాన్ని కట్టేస్తారు. You have to break that. Yes or no? You have to break the knot. Then when you start sailing, then the ship will start moving. But when you are not removed that langar, okay, then even if you are trying to do, you get a feeling that you are moving actually. Yes or no? In that boat, you get a feeling that you are moving. But after working for 8 hours, 10 hours, you keep on moving. But next day morning, you come and see you're at the same place. Agree, disagree?
Yes, Prabhuji.
The aparadha is like that. The Vaishnava aparadha or aparadha to anybody is like that. Again, you have to treat everyone as a Vaishnava. Yes, sir. At least from the core of the heart. You may not be treating everyone as a Vaishnava, but at the core of your heart, you should feel that. You should treat that. So it is not moving. The boat is not moving, but you are working so hard. So how do you get away from that? And that's one solution is, one solution what is given is Kirtana, Leelas, Sravanam and Kirtana. And one thing we have to remember, Prabhuji's Mataji's, is envy comes when there is a competition. Please remember this. Envy comes when there is a competition. Somebody got a first rank in a class, and then the people who are in the second rank, third rank, fourth rank, fifth rank, if somebody is in 60th rank, no, you don't care. 60 students are there, somebody is getting a 50th rank, 16th rank is not envy of first rank person. Yes or no? The person who is in a second rank or fifth rank or 10th rank have the envy of the first rank or second rank students. Yes or no? Why? Because first rank is only one person, second rank is only one person, third rank is only one person. Over there is a competition, Prabhuji's Mataji's. There is a competition. So when there is a competition, envy comes. But with a Lord can give a personal relationship with everybody in this planet. What is the population in this planet, Prabhuji's Mataji's? How many people are there in this India? 120 crores or 130 crores?
145.
Okay, 145. Thank you, Muralidhar Prabhu. When Lord has given the personal relationship to 16,108 his wives and billions and millions and billions to gopis, can't he give his personal relationship to maybe 300 crores which are there in this planet? I want to play with Lord Rama, or not Lord Rama playing, that is not possible. Lord Krishna, I want to play. Do you think it is not possible? Can't he give his time to me? He can give, right? He has that potency, right? So where is the competition among devotees? Prabhuji's Mataji's, tell me, where is the competition? Where is the competition? Where is the competition? Subbara Prabhu has completed his reading twice, completed. He is completing his 2 times. Now second time he is completing his Bhagavatam. I have not even completed 1 time also. Now Subbara Prabhu, after 1 year he will complete. Second time he will enter into the 3rd time. Am I competing with him or is he competing with me?
Already
No,
third time running, Prabhuji.
Huh?
Third time కూడా రన్ అయిపోతుంది.
Yes. There is no competition here. The reason for that is, Lord, how much is available for Subbara Prabhu, the same level is available for me as well. There is no number game here. Prabhuji's Mataji is like a material word. Because of this perception, even among the devotees, we think that there is some competition, there is a rat race. Prabhuji's Mataji. But please remember that we are in a spiritual platform, or we will be entering into the spiritual platform. Lord has a potency to give his time to every jiva, not in this planet, for all 14 planets. Not all in these 14 planets, to all the planets. How many planets are there? We cannot count. But he can give one-to-one relationship, Prabhuji's, Mataji's. When we are chanting, what is that we are doing? Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita, Gadadhara, Srivasadi, Gaura Bhakta Vrunda. What is that we are doing? Inviting. We are inviting Mother. We are inviting Lord Krishna, Srimati Radharani, and our Guru Maharaj. Everybody. We are inviting everyone and chanting. Yes or no? So we have a personal relationship, Prabhuji's, Mataji's. Personal relationship. So Lord can give his personal time. How much time he can give? He can give any time, any amount of time. But who is stopping us? Who is stopping that? We only stopping that. Lord is not stopping us. We are not desiring that. We are not desiring that. We should desire that personal relationship. Let us desire that personal relationship from today. We have so many desires in our heart, Prabhuji's, Mataji's. But let us desire to have that personal relationship with the Lord so that you will get that. Yeah. Hare Krishna. So let us share again. So there is no competition here, Prabhuji's, Mataji. When there is a competition, envy comes. Envy comes. Whatever platform, envy comes. But with Lord, in devotee, there is no competition. Because Lord is unlimited. Unlimited. Yeah. So when you get this kind of a tinge in our mind, we should remember that Lord can even give his time to me also. Okay. So I think let us go to and read one more sloka and then close at 88:30. And then from 25 tomorrow, Mataji can take, Suchitra Mataji can take. Hare Krishna. Sloka 24. Kadam sa Bhagavan Ramo Bruhan va Svayam Atmanaha Tasmin Vate Samvartanta Prajo Pauravsha Ishvare. Translation. Maharaj Parikshit inquired from Sukadeva Goswami. He wants to hear more about Lord Rama. Lord Rama, it is mentioned saying that he went go back to Vaikunta. But still, Sukadeva Goswami is asking, Parikshit Maharaj is asking Sukadeva Goswami, how did Lord conduct himself? How did he behave in relationship with his brothers? See, he wants to know how his relationship with his brothers, who were expansion of his own self. His expansion, right? His brothers are his own expansions, right? And how did his brothers and inhabitants of Ayodhya treat him? How did his brothers and inhabitants of Ayodhya treat him? Okay. Parikshit Maharaj wants to hear more Ramakatha. Okay. From the Sukadeva Goswami. He wants to hear from Sukadeva Goswami. So he wants to hear. So now at 30, I know there are so many services. I want to ask Shilpa Mataji, shall we stop here, Mataji? Shilpa Mataji? Instead of burdening everybody.
హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభుజీ.
చెప్పండి Mataji.
ఓకే ప్రభుజీ. రేపు సుచరిత మాతాజీ కంటిన్యూ చేస్తారు.
ఇక్కడ 24 నుంచి ఉన్నాయి మాతాజీ, ఇంకొన్ని శ్లోకాస్ 38 వరకు ఉన్నట్టున్నాయి. 36.
ఓకే.
కొన్ని పర్పస్ చాలా పెద్దగా ఉన్నాయి మాతాజీ, అండ్ చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ పర్పస్ కూడా అవి.
షూర్ షూర్ ప్రభుజీ. 25 నుంచి చేయాలా ప్రభుజీ? 25 నుంచా?
ఒక్క నిమిషం మాతాజీ చెప్తున్నా మాతాజీ. కాదు మాతాజీ, 25 కాదు మాతాజీ, చెప్తా. ఒక్క సెకండ్. 19, 20, 21. ఒక్క నిమిషం మాతాజీ. 22. 24 చదివాం మాతాజీ, 25 నుంచి. కరెక్ట్
25 కదా, ఓకే
25 నుంచి 36 దాకా ఉన్నాయి. నెక్స్ట్ చాప్టర్ నుంచి కొన్ని శ్లోకాస్ కూడా పికప్ చేయొచ్చు.
సరే ప్రభు.
Because they are wonderful puppets, Mataji. We don't want to rush.
Yes.
Wonderful puppets by given Srila Prabhupada to all of us. And all these been, Canto 9 is drafted by Srila Prabhupada only. Yeah. So let's understand the purpose of Srila Prabhupada and relish as much as we can. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji's Mataji's, thank you for joining today. It's a wonderful Saturday. So fortunate to understand 0.0001% of Lord Ramakada with all of you. And we are all, I am so fortunate and we are all so fortunate. Hare Krishna. So any comments, any questions? Feel free for a few minutes and then we'll close the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandat Pranam Prabhu. Very nice set of shlokas, Prabhu. So you hear Ramakada, but here it is post-Katha discussion, I guess, basically, to understand the philosophy, devotion. It's that triangle we always see, Bhakta, Bhakti, and the process of Bhakti, basically, right? Bhagavan, Bhakta, Bhakti. So that's what I thought is more reflected in this particular translations. And of course, Prabhupada's perception or Prabhupada's way of connecting it to the materialistic world and the importance of getting out of the materialistic world using the materialistic world, basically. Especially the aspect of envy is all about that, is what I felt, basically.
Thank you, Prabhu.
And you told it very nicely, Prabhu. Envy and Vaishnava Aparad, how they pull you back or put you back or just keep you back in the materialistic world, basically. That does not give you the power to escape, basically, right?
Yes, please.
Very nice, Prabhu. Very nice. You showed us Ramachandra's Vishwaroop today.
No, I just read the puppets of Prabhupada.
Yes.
Thank you.
To some extent, you showed us that Virat Rupa of Ramachandra, which we don't see. We see Krishna's Vishwaroop, but not Ramachandra's Vishwaroop, right? Thank you, Prabhu. Sorry.
Thank you, Subhar Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Any other comments? We'll close the call.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam, Satyam.
Yes, Prabhuji, I think the way you are serving in Ramalayam, Nizampet Ramalayam, I think that shows that the love towards Rama, and we can see that in today's lecture, Prabhuji. So how much love you have towards Rama, and the deep, that so much deep love is actually coming, Prabhuji.
Thank you. I don't have any love, Prabhu. I'm just praying at the lotus feet of all Vaishnavas to get some tinge of it. To be very frank with you all, I don't have it. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Pranams.
Thank you, Mataji.
Excellent class, Prabhuji. Excellent. You are speaking from your heart. అసలు ఇంత లీనమై మీరు చెప్తుంటే మాకు రోమాలు నిక్కబరుస్తున్నాయి అసలు రియల్ చెప్పాలంటే. సో మీరు ఏ శ్లోకం కూడా వదిలేసేదండి ప్రభుజీ. శ్లోకం కూడా రెసిటేషన్ మాతాజీ గారు చేస్తారు. ఎందుకంటే ఈ శ్లోకాలు చాలా అందమైన శ్లోకాలు ఇవన్నీ. కొంచెం హరే కృష్ణ.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you. I just read the purpose, Prabhu.
Thank you for wonderful Ramakatha, Prabhuji. Very nice. Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Lavani Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for joining.
So, are you doing anything special for this Ramanavami, Prabhu, at your place?
Tell you, Prabhu, inka em ఆలోచించలేదు Prabhu. చూడాలి.
You should take some of the classes that Chaitanya Prabhu said and do it in Telugu.
Yeah, maybe we will do before that, Prabhu. We'll see. We'll plan, Prabhu. At least a few days. Something like that. Yeah.
So, what do you normally do, Prabhu? A series of classes or how does it
Prabhu,
go?
last 3 years గా 40 days చేసాం Prabhu. Okay. But ఈసారి కొంచెం డిఫరెంట్గా ఉంది. అంటే కొంచెం బాబుకి ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ప్లస్ ఇంకా మార్చ్లో నేను పూరి వెళ్ళేది ఒకటి ఉంది ప్రభు. ఓకే, దిస్ గ్రేస్ ఆనందవన ప్రభు పూరి జప సెషన్ ఒకటి ఉంది ప్రభు, 1 వీక్. అది వెళ్ళాల్సి ఉంది, అందుకని కొంచెం ఉంది ప్రభు. ఈసారి 40 days చేయలేకపోవచ్చు, బట్ అట్లీస్ట్ బిఫోర్ దట్ మేబీ విల్ ప్లాన్ టు డూ సంథింగ్ ప్రభు.
So similar to what Chaitanya Charan Prabhu did, like 1
Maybe
week or 10
we'll
days.
try to plan. Yeah, we'll try to plan something.
If there's
At least
anything,
few days. Yeah.
there's anything we can all help you, let us know.
Sure, Prabhu. Sure, Prabhu. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. ఇక్కడ మంచి జరుగుతుంది ప్రభు. ఓకే, శ్రీరామ్ నవమి, నిజాంపేట రామాలయం టెంపుల్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సుబ్బారావు ప్రభు. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. ఓకే, హరే కృష్ణ. శిల్పా మాతాజీ, I think we are done. We can end the call, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. Sure.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, I'm ending the call.